In this video, I am doing the Lemonade Fulani braids on natural hair. I am starting off with showing you guys how I did the twist in the back and around the sides just a little bit. I'm at the top row and I am just parting it. Everything that I'm doing, as you can see underneath the section that I am doing, is not twisted yet. And that's because I am using the braiding gel. Everything that I use will be in the description box below. So check out that. You can also click the link and you can order it. And the great thing about that is it comes straight to your house and you don't have to worry about going anywhere. But anyway, I use the braiding gel just to slick down any puffy areas, and then I just braid to a point. I'm going to go back after I do all of the little braided parts and twist them, which you'll be seeing soon. I just wanted to show you guys how I started and the whole process from there. If you want to see a live of me doing this hairstyle, check it out on my channel. But yeah, I'm just showing you guys how I use it. And you can kind of see my daughter holding the braiding gel for me because I do not have my bracelet on, which I normally do, only because I knew I wasn't going to need the gel that much, just pretty much to clean up the parts. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting. Also, try to catch me on my live, send some gifts and some love. I would really appreciate that. Also, check out my store and just order you some stuff. You know, I got some cute little hairstyle shirts and things like that. You guys go and order you some. It's super cute. But yeah, just make sure you subscribe, like, share this video. If you are not watching this on YouTube and you're watching on Facebook, then follow me. You can also subscribe as well. But anyway, now you see I'm at the top. You can basically see how I created the foundation for this hairstyle. I parted ear to ear and then I picked which side she wanted to do her left side. And I just did like 2 rows on that side. And then the rest will, of course, go into the one side, which is what makes it the Lemonade Fulani style. But you can kind of see this is the stopping point of where the twist will be. Now that I have everything done as far as like the foundation braided, I am now going back and I'm about to twist it. I am using the Cream of Nature Argan Oil foam styling mousse, and that's what I like to use because it's light. It's not heavy on the twist and it gives it a nice little bounce to it. If you're doing any type of flexi set or something like that, this is also the type of mousse you want to use. I also like this mousse because it has like a little oily texture, I would say. It just feels nice and polished and nice on the hair. So my daughter's hair loves this stuff, so this is what I'm using to do the twist. I also want to say that I am doing her hair on blow dry hair. It really makes a difference than for me to be starting it on her natural curl with no stretching to it. I think that when I do it off blow dry hair, it still gives it that length that I want. Not complete shrinkage, but just enough shrinkage. And I think it's just, I don't know, it just looks better and it's more easier to part through. But either way, you can also do the twist on hair that is not blow dry, but for me, I prefer it being a little blown out. It doesn't have to be straight, but just a little blown out, just to give it just a little length and not make it so shrinkage, if you will. And I'm just going in. You see that I put a couple pumps and then I'm detangling it with my unbrush, and then I am twisting to my right. And as I twist, I'm not really coiling it like some people say do like a rope twist. This is not a rope twist. I'm literally just twisting and going, twisting and going. No twists in between. And before I get to twisting, I make sure that it feels even and that the length is even. So when I twist and get to the end, it's not like one part is shorter. So I basically go up to where the braid part is and I split it evenly in half and then I start to twist. Because I know for some, they'll say, well, the twist wasn't long enough on this strand. You can see I evenly separated it, then I began to twist. You do not want to have one of the splits being bigger or even longer in that case. You want to make sure that you can eyeball and make sure that it will be long and lengthy, and you want to make sure they're about the same width as far as thickness so that it doesn't look like a wonky twist. The reason I like to do a braid at the root and then a twist at the end, I know some people are thinking, why didn't you just twist it from the root? Because I wanted it to last longer on the root. I feel like it lays flatter. So for me, I just like doing the twist this way. But if you want to do it where it's just twisted straight from the root, all you do is separate into 2 even sections and then you just twist right from the root. But I wanted it to be a little formed more where you can see the parts. That's why I braid it then twist. But to each their own, you could do it whatever way you want to. But for me, this looks more polished and I like it more this way. Now that we're at the top section, I do want to say that off camera, I did pre-part all of the parts for this top section. You want to make sure you go do that and just pre-part. You're going to basically see me just cleaning up the parts that I mapped out already. The reason why you want to map out your parts is because you want to make sure that your design is matching evenly throughout the entire process, in that you have the right amount of braids and you don't get to a point where it's like it's not enough hair to fit a braid or something like that. So you want to make sure you just map out your parts, and then after that just clip them off and then just clean them up and then start the braiding process like you see that I am doing. All I did was put the braiding gel, clean up the parts, and now I'm going to start showing you guys what exactly I mapped out when I did the pre-parting. You can kind of see that I do have them clipped away up above while I'm starting this braid. When you do start braiding, make sure it's not super tight. I always want to encourage that because you do not want any type of bumps. That means that the person's hair is being pulled out. So just be mindful of that. I am a very mindful braider when it comes to that because I do know that I tend to braid a lot tighter when I'm braiding on the scalp. So I'm always being super cautious and just making sure that I'm not braiding super tight, and I just take my time and do not rush the process at all, because rushing it can cause you also to tighten up. At least I know that for myself. So that's why you see me just showing you guys how I am braiding it. And it's very easy to create a design. People think that designs is very difficult to do. All you do is just map it out with the parting and then follow up with how you mapped it out. Now, I'm not going to say all designs is easy, but for the most part, it's not very difficult unless you're doing something super intricate and just very different from just a twist or a twirl or a snake or a heart or something like that. You just really just have to know how to map it out and then create the braid. I do want to pop in and say that this hairstyle probably took me an hour and a half. and I love it because it's quick and easy. I haven't seen a lot of natural lemonade Fulani braid styles like this on natural hair. I've seen them with all types of extensions, which I will be running another one just like this, but with twist, with extensions. But for now, I'm loving this natural look, trying to do trending styles on natural hair. And this gives my daughter a break from extensions because she does tend to break out from the synthetic hair. Because she is rocking twists, I do tend to go after a couple days and put a couple different products on her scalp as far as oiling it. And then I put some leave-in conditioner on her twists and even some more of that mousse just to keep her twist nice and juicy while she's wearing this hairstyle, because over time those twists can kind of look kind of dull if you don't tend to them and moisturize them to the best of your ability. And I just make sure I'm taking care of her scalp as she rocked this hairstyle. This hairstyle can last 3 weeks, even 4, but I would recommend 3 because you need to get to that scalp and you need to clean it. You can also unravel it the week that you want to take down the hairstyle, the back part, and just let it be like a 2-strand twist, untwisted, and it'll look so cute. We already did that hairstyle. Wish I would have recorded it because she did have a party she went to, and I just undid all the twists prior to and then did some type of protective thing while she swam. If you want to see this unravel, I'll try to get some footage of it because we're probably going to do the same thing. Just unravel it, let her rock it while it's unraveled and before we take it down within that 3rd week. And yeah, you want to leave out some baby hairs. Also, again, I do want to say if you're doing this lemonade style, ask your client what side they want the braids to fall on their face or fall on, rather it's their face or just to the side. Ask them what their favorite side is. I know for certain clients, certain sides may be thicker than the other. So sometimes I just have to recommend like, hey, I know you prefer the left side, but your right side is a lot thicker. It'll be better as far as the cornrows and how it fall. And they pretty much go with it as long as you explain why you chose to go the opposite side that they preferred. Or you can continue and just maybe just add in some Marley hair just to give it that fullness. With her, you can see, again, no extensions, but that's just a bit of advice of doing this type of hairstyle and what to do and what to ask. Because I know a lot of people just say, well, how did you know what side? Because I asked her, what side do you want your hair to fall on? When you go shower or bathe, you want to make sure that you are wearing a shower cap. When you're going to sleep, you want to make sure you're wearing like a scarf to lay it down. Or I always put it in a ponytail for her, like a little low pony, and then we just wrap a scarf around because I want her cornrows to be laid flat. I don't want it to frizz, so I'm not doing the bonnet action. I don't put on too many things also on her scalp because your scalp will sweat. So we pretty much just tie her hair down and call it a day, and then she just take them out, and then we go on about our day. And that's pretty much how you can upkeep this hairstyle. Now that I am basically almost done with the cornrows, you're going to see me do the twist for all the cornrows. I did not do the twist after I did the cornrows because I wanted to put this mousse, foaming styling mousse on, and I didn't want that product on my hand as I did the cornrows. So that's why you see me doing it last. And now that I've completed all the cornrows, now you're going to see me twist them all the way down. And I do want to say it is 2 rows underneath these cornrow sections of just regular twist, and just like how the back is looking. So that is all underneath as well. I also want to stress that when you are doing these twists, you want to make sure that the hair is detangled. That's why you will see me with the unbrush detangling it before I twist it, because you do not want knots in these twists. They will be horrible trying to get it loose when you're trying to take it out, and you'll have a lot of breakage. So you just want to make sure that it is not tangled at all. Once I'm all done, I just spray it down with oil sheen just to give it a little more, shine. And then I'm going to lay those edges, put some mousse on it, do all the little finishing touches to this. And it's just so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm loving it. Here is the finished product. Super cute. Make sure you hit that subscribe, and here's some more stuff in my playlist. See you in the next one. Bye.